Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Rae. So there is a story I came across in the HuffPost in the UK. A black lady, a sister, was repaid £30,000 by a housing company after she was charged double rent compared to her Mzungu neighbor in an identical house. So this situation left her stressed with anxiety because of the high rents over the years. So she is called Selma Nichols. She is 40 and she has been living in Tottenham in northern London. So she was paying £1,000 extra a month since August of 2018, and before then she was paying £500 extra a month a year before, you can imagine. So she had struggled to make ends meet during 2019, and this housing company, which is called Sanctuary Housing, served her an eviction notice. But at the same time, they gave her Mzungu neighbor a reprieve, So Nicole says, though she is happy that the company has repaid her the money that she has been paying, that she's not supposed to pay, she still wants to go on with a legal proceeding because this has disturbed her mental health over the time, stress, anxiety. Quoting her words, she says, "I feel exploited, manipulated, neglected by how Sanctuary Housing has dealt with me. The only person that was unaware that I was paying double the amount for the same exact unit is me. Everyone at Sanctuary Housing was aware and did nothing to rectify this inequality for 3 years. You can imagine. 3 good years, she was paying double the amount, and no one bothered, They just kept it rolling, So not until Nicole approached the HuffPost UK did Sanctuary finally launch a review of what had happened. Quoting her words again, she says, "I have been manipulated. Sanctuary Housing refunded my overpayment and reduced my rent in line with my neighbor, but denied doing any wrong." The company did not even apologize, which is contradictory. "I feel neglected. My neighbor was provided support and I was provided an eviction notice when I needed support." As she is a mother of one, she has a girl, and while she struggled to make ends meet, she was also battling with depression and anxiety, as she was diagnosed with PTSD a while ago, and she says that this whole experience has really impacted her mental health. Quoting her words again, she says, "I have endured sleepless nights, extreme stress, intense pressure that could have been averted if I was treated as compassionately as my neighbor. The only difference between me and my neighbor is that I have a child, she has a dog, she is white, and I'm black. That's the only difference." So, quoting her words again, "Having given great thought to this whole affair, I believe Sanctuary Housing should be held accountable for the untold mental and emotional trauma I experienced, because of them." So she goes on ahead to say that during the entire process, one of the representatives from Sanctuary Housing reached out to her and, to ask her, "Okay, what do you want? What should we do for you?" So she said, one, the overpayment be refunded. Yes, they did refund her. And she also asked for a restitution of 10 therapy sessions to deal with her anxiety and her stress. But Sanctuary Housing refused to give her the therapy sessions. So Sanctuary Housing tried to defend itself, and in a letter it wrote to her, it said that the people responsible for setting up a tenancy agreement hadn't been aware of the specific conditions on how her rent should be treated. How is this possible? Because the employees in the company don't know what to do, or what? How is that? Anyway, but the article goes on to say that both Nicole and her neighbor believe that this was a race factor because they had applied for the same rent reduction with similar conditions at the same time, and only her neighbor was granted it, and for her she was not granted. So the report goes on ahead to say that a Human City Institute study that was done by experts, what they call housing stress, is much higher in Black, Asian, and minority ethnic communities compared to white communities or compared to white people. So it happens that people in, Black people or Asian people or people of minority ethnics happen to suffer from housing stress compared to their white counterparts. This story is just really evil, I should say, because you can't let someone pay extra rent for 3 good years. This is not a mistake. This is not a mistake at all. Definitely the housing company was aware, but I think they all just didn't care. They refused to give an apology. At least when you give apology, you show that you are remorseful, but they even refused to give her an apology. They're like, okay, we shall just refund you and that's it, Anyways, share your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know what you think about this story. Check out my YouTube channel at Rae Kembabazi, my Twitter and Instagram also at Rae Kembabazi, and see you on the next story. Bye.